Hello, a very warm welcome. So today we are discussing about math classes. Often we feared this particular subject before getting into the math class. But what was it that made us skip that math class and why we had to do it and how did we overcome it? So there are so many questions when it comes to all of this when we are talking about math classes when we were back in school. So for this very reason, for our topic today, that we should not skip any more of math classes. We have Akriti and we have Narmeen with us who will be talking about why now kids can actually attend math classes with a lot of fun with numbers rather than skipping the math classes. So, no more skipping of math classes is what our topic is. And I would like Narmeen and Akriti to introduce themselves. So, Akriti, we go with you first.
Hi everyone. So I'm a content editor with igebra.
Okay, Narmeen.
Hi everyone, I am Narmeen working as a Math advocate.
Okay. So, Akriti, how was your experience when you used to go to school? Did you fear this particular class subject? So, how was it? Tell us about it.
So whenever I used to go to school, I used to think, I used to count how many maths, periods are going to be on that particular day. And if there are two periods, I used to get really scared that, what all subjects or what all topics we'll be studying. And if it is just one period, then I used to be very happy. But yes, the things changed completely when we had a great teacher whom with I could actually relate to. But before
Mhm.
that, it was the same.
Okay. Narmeen, what about you? How was math class for you in your school time?
Actually, to be honest, math class was kind of intimidating because of a teacher, you can say.
Okay.
That teacher was little scary and I was very much hesitant to ask any sort of doubts. So it continued till I was like in 8th grade. So after that, what happened, a new teacher was introduced in our class and that teacher was like spectacularly, she was very good and she was very humble and she doesn't used to play the favorite game, right? In every school the teacher has some sort of favorites, so
Yeah.
she doesn't had that sort of mindset. So she used to consider every student as very important and vital. So she was the one who made me love the subject math, I can say that for sure.
Okay, so that's amazing. So today we are talking about no more skipping of math classes, right? So Akriti, what tips do you want to give the kids who are actually like us only, who fear the very subject math and they want to run away from the class? Of course, bunking is different. It's different and it's difficult also in school
Right.
because you can't really run away as such. But what tips or tricks you want to tell them so that they can also have fun with numbers and this ideology of math being a boring subject can be changed?
So first and foremost, I would want to say that math is the fundamentals on which our life is actually based. We cannot, however, how much we dislike math, we cannot without run our lives without math. So math is absolutely fundamental to whatever we do. Why should we not skipping? Why should we actually not skip class? Majorly because math also help us to manage our time in a very fruitful manner. For example, if we want to get up early in the morning and before going to the school we want to work out also, or maybe read, catch up on our reading. So we would want to calculate that time, how much time I'll be taking for to read a book and to get ready and then go to school. Then we are actually managing the time. Or for example, from school I have to go to a coaching center and then after that I have my swimming class. So how much time will I be, taking to reach my home post my tuition classes and my swimming classes? So math actually helps us to manage our time in a more fruitful manner. And not only that, I believe, math also, somewhere helps us with our communication skills. I know sounds very weird, but it actually does because we understand and we, keep that in mind how much or how many and where we have to take that particular pause, what should be the average time for that particular pause when we are taking or reading out a sentence, or if we are giving some exclamatory marks wherein we are very happy or very sad. So what kind of maybe if we are enacting in a play or something, so how much time we need to give for a pause, or if we are feeling very happy, then what excitement level should be there. So I believe math is used in our communication skills as well, because it help us to precisely and in a very objective manner whatever we want to speak. So yes, the words should be very clear and concise, which exactly math is all about.
Okay, so these are some good tips why math classes should not be skipped. Now, Narmeen, coming to you, what do you have to say since you are a math plus plus educator? So I hope you are also seeing such kind of things happening in your class and kids coming up with some lame excuses to just skip it. So how do you manage to keep them engaged, and what do you have to say to other kids also out there that why they should not really skip the math class?
Actually, I happen to have one student, and that student is very reluctant to study math. He find it very boring. So I kind of do one thing, like I try to introduce some new topics, like the daily based topics. Like I ask him, what did you had for your dinner? So when he starts elaborating like what he had for dinner, then I ask him like how many paneer pieces or chicken pieces do you have? And when it comes to having a cake, like how many slices of cake would you prefer to have? So somehow I try to introduce the topic in very relatable manner so that he doesn't find it boring, and moreover he finds it very interesting and he can be staying with me for an 1 hour of session. It's like
Right.
a fruitful session. So it's like math is everywhere around us. As you can see, right from the beginning, we start our day till the time we go to sleep. As Akriti just told, like as soon as we like get up in the morning, the first and foremost thing is we plan like how much time we need to allot per activity, like how much time do I need to take for bathing, for having my breakfast, and all the other aspects which are very important for the day. So what we do, we try to distribute equally so that like our main goal is to set the priorities straight and allot time accordingly. So that's how we do. And if suppose if we consider our mothers, like who tends to our needs. So what do? Like they had to prepare the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So while preparing that also, like we are relating maths only. Like for example, fractions. Like how much of a salt do we need to put? How much of a like pepper and all the other things. All
Right.
the ingredients need some sort of ratio, and that is related to fractions itself. Actually, to be honest, I think math is applied everywhere, like not just respective to one sort of profession. As you can see, like all the professions need math. Like for example, if someone is a doctor, he needs to like apply math in so many things. Like for example, if someone is prescribing you medicine, so that person would be saying have this medicine twice a day or once a day. Or maybe if I'm talking about anesthesia, like the person who give anesthesia, he also has to keep some sort of ratio before giving anesthesia to a person. It's like math is everywhere around us. We just need to look around and observe. That's it.
Correct. I think that's rightly put up. And we always, whenever we are having this live show, we always tend to focus on this very particular ideology that math is omnipresent. And we try and prove this because we do not just say it out of the blue, but it does have a reasoning behind it why we say it. So with this, thank you so much, Narmeen. Thank you so much, Akriti, for being a part of the show. But before you guys leave, I would want you to give only one line as a wrap up for the show. So Akriti, we begin with you.
So, as we are talking about that, we should not skip math classes, and what would be the repercussions if we actually miss out them. I would really want to say there is a line by Paul Halmers who says that the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. So, we should just focus on, doing it, even if we are failing. Let's just put our best foot forward and keep on trying. Definitely, after some time, we will definitely achieve success.
That's great. Narmeen, how about you? What do you have to tell our kids?
I just want to say one thing, like overnight, the fear of maths that cannot be taken down. So it's like a journey, it's a constant journey. So we need to keep trying and trying, and we need to Like we don't have to look for the errors, like how many errors we are creating every day. We just have to focus on the journey, that at least we are trying, and we are trying to overcome the fear. And that's how you're going to move ahead in the success of learning maths. That's what my aim is.
So thank you so much, Narmeen. Thank you so much, Akriti, for being a part of this show. And yes, kids, no more skipping of math classes, because now you have the rationale as to why you should attend it. So thank you once again, and I'll see you both very soon for the next episode.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.